In the hyper-competitive world of hip-hop, feuds are almost a ritual. Yet, the war of words between Drake and Kendrick Lamar has surged to shocking levels. We're unloading the bombshell accusations that have ignited fierce debates and captivated fans worldwide. Let's jump into a conflict that's reshaping the rap game, turning personal jabs into headline-grabbing drama. Once collaborators on tracks that shaped the sound of early 2010s hip-hop, Drake and Kendrick Lamar have evolved from artistic allies to fierce rivals. Their journey from mutual respect to public contention mirrors the dynamic and competitive nature of the music industry. The initial signs of tension emerged in 2013 when Kendrick Lamar dropped his verse on Big Sean's Control. Here, Lamar called out several rappers, including Drake, challenging their lyrical abilities and staking his claim as the alpha in the rap game. Over the years, the tension simmered beneath career milestones and accolades, with both artists occasionally dropping indirect jabs in their music and interviews. These subtle digs hinted at a brewing storm, but stayed just below the surface to avoid escalating the feud. It wasn't until Kendrick's pointed barbs in his track Like That and Drake's cryptic responses in subsequent songs that the conflict reignited with renewed intensity. This slow burn of competitive tension culminated recently in a series of explicit diss tracks where both artists abandoned subtlety for outright hostility. The feud, now public and bitter, involves not just musical critiques but deeply personal accusations and revelations that have captivated and divided fans and commenters alike. As we get into their lyrical warfare, it's clear that what started as artistic rivalry has turned into a complex situation filled with personal vendettas and public spectacle, making a significant chapter in both of their careers. The transformation from collaborators to adversaries highlights the volatile nature of fame and the high stakes of maintaining relevance in the ever-evolving hip-hop landscape. We've traced the roots of this explosive rivalry, but how did the tensions escalate to today's boiling point? These are the lyrical exchanges that sparked this fiery conflict. The recent escalation and feud between Drake and Kendrick Lamar have ignited the hip-hop community, with both artists dropping sharply worded tracks that highlight the deep rifts between them. This latest chapter began when Kendrick Lamar unleashed a scathing critique in his verse on Future's track Like That, produced by Metro Boomin. Lamar dismissed the notion of a big three, including himself, Drake, and J. Cole, asserting his superiority with the line,
"Motherfuck the big three, nigga, it's just big meat."
This line was not just a dismissal, but a declaration of independence from the perceived equivalence with his contemporaries. Kendrick's lyrics in Like That criticized Drake's recent work and set the tone for a confrontational discourse. The music community buzzed with reactions, dissecting every line for hidden meanings and potential replies. Drake's response came through his track First Person Shooter, featured on his album For All the Dogs. Here, he indirectly addressed Lamar's provocations. While not as direct as Kendrick, Drake's inclusion of the term Big Three in the collaborative track with J. Cole, which Kendrick referenced, was seen as a subtle acknowledgement and counter to Lamar's taunts. The song was dissected by fans and critics alike, who keenly parsed its lyrics for any semblance of a rebuttal to Lamar's direct challenges. Between this storm, J. Cole momentarily entered the fray with his track 7-Minute Drill from the surprise album Might Delete Later. Cole's involvement added another layer of complexity to the feud. He directly addressed Lamar, critiquing his body of work and public persona. However, Cole quickly distanced himself from the conflict, stating that the diss track didn't sit right with his spirit. He removed the song from streaming services, stepping back from the dispute and publicly regretting his participation in the negativity. Public reaction to these developments have been fervent. Social media platforms and hip-hop forums have been ablaze with analysis, with fans and detractors alike weighing in on the significance of each lyric and its impact on the artist's legacy. The community remains split, with some applauding Kendrick's boldness and others critiquing the negativity spiraling from what was once a professional rivalry. These recent tracks not only reignited old tensions, but have also shaped the current narrative in the hip-hop community, reflecting the ever-present competition and the personal stakes involved in the music industry. The escalation from veiled jabs to outright hostilities in their lyrics marks a significant shift in the dynamics between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, turning what was a simmering tension into a public spectacle that challenges both their careers and personal personas. The stakes are higher than ever as the battle takes a dark turn. What happens when personal attacks enter the mix? In the latest chapter of the ongoing feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, the allegations have taken a dark and serious turn. Kendrick Lamar has accused Drake of having inappropriate relationships with minors, a charge that has shocked fans and spurred a whirlwind of media coverage. The accusations were first hinted at in Lamar's scathing track, Not Like Us, where he directly calls Drake a certified pedophile, using provocative lyrics to underline his claim. The song's cover art, featuring a map pin over Drake's residence, further fueled the controversy, suggesting surveillance or marking of a location associated with offenders. Drake's response to these severe allegations came quickly in his song, The Heart, Part 6. Here, he vehemently denies any wrongdoing, framing the accusations as attacks meant to tarnish his image. In this track, Drake addresses the claims head-on with the lyrics,
"If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested."
This defensive stance highlights his strategy of dismissing the allegations as baseless and harmful rumors intended to escalate the feud for spectacle. Social media platforms erupted, with fans and detractors dissecting every line of the rapper's tracks. The controversy has dominated hip-hop discussions, with extensive analysis by both traditional news outlets and new media, illustrating the societal impact of such high-profile accusations in the entertainment industry. Fans of both artists have been polarized. Some of Kendrick's supporters view his accusations as bold moves to expose hidden truths, while Drake's fans see them as unfounded and damaging attacks driven by rivalry rather than fact. This divide has spilled over into broader discussions about celebrity culture, accountability, and the potential for serious allegations to be weaponized in personal disputes. The extensive media coverage has also highlighted a shift in how such feuds are reported and discussed in the digital age. Entertainment journalists and cultural commentators have trodden carefully, presenting the developments with an emphasis on the alleged nature of the claims and the lack of concrete evidence presented publicly. This careful reporting reflects the legal and ethical implications of reporting on accusations of criminal behavior in high-profile feuds. Overall, the allegations have not only intensified the feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, but also triggered a complex dialogue about the intersection of celebrity, accountability, and the power dynamics within the music industry. Feuds can change more than just personal relationships. They can transform entire industries. Let's see how this particular crash has influenced the music world. This ongoing battle brings to the forefront the delicate balance artists must maintain between maintaining a competitive edge and preserving their public personas. In an industry where image often correlates with success, the stakes are high, and the fallout from such feuds can be catastrophic, not just for the individuals involved, but for the entire brand identity. Kendrick's accusations and Drake's responses have stirred a media frenzy that scrutinizes every lyric and social media post, highlighting the intense pressure artists face in the digital age. For Drake and Kendrick, the implications of this feud could be long-lasting. Depending on the public's reception and the final outcome, their careers and legacies could either suffer or garner more intrigue from the controversy. fans and critics alike are watching closely, with the potential to sway their loyalty based on how each artist handles the accusations and counterclaims. The discussion has extended beyond music to touch on serious societal issues, thereby magnifying the impact of their words and actions. Moreover, this feud stresses the broader implications of how disputes are conducted in the public eye, affecting not just the artists themselves, but also their fans and the communities they represent. The intense engagement on social media platforms demonstrates the shift in how conflicts are consumed and discussed, turning personal disputes into public spectacles that engage millions worldwide. The Drake versus Kendrick Lamar tale is more than just a battle of words. It is a reflection of the evolving dynamics of fame, influence, and accountability in modern culture. As the industry continues to grapple with these issues, the outcome of such high-profile feuds will likely shape the norms and expectations of artist behaviors for years to come. What does the future hold for Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and what might be coming for these artists and the impact it could have on the industry? The potential for escalation seems likely as neither artist shows signs of backing down. This battle could continue to proceed in their music, social media, and possibly even spill into public appearances. Each track release adds layers to their narratives, not just their legacies, either as masters of the craft who use conflict to fuel artistic expression, or as figures overshadowed by their inability to move beyond conflict. In the long term, the feud could influence upcoming artists and the industry standard for handling public disputes. The outcome could lead to shifts in fan loyalty, impacting not only concert sales and streaming numbers, but also their standing in the cultural zeitgeist. For both Drake and Kendrick, this feud is a high-stakes drama that could either burn out or blaze a trail for their future endeavors. As this rivalry progresses, it will not only shape the trajectories of Drake and Kendrick Lamar's careers, but could also set new precedents for how conflicts are steered in the hip-hop community and the entertainment industry at large. How they choose to continue this feud and eventually conclude it will likely be a topic of analysis and discussion for years to come, affecting their careers and perhaps their personal lives. As Drake and Kendrick continue to battle it out, the hip-hop community watches eagerly. What will be the next chapter in this story? Only time will tell. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on hip-hop things.